Everybody, I'm Omega. Welcome back to the Dana Showmatches. Tonight we have zrqkyvx versus Gurthang. This is their second series. We have best of 3, as it always is. And for this evening, casting was 0 Lambda. My brain is a little slow at the moment, which is why I'm doing the intro kind of oddly. But that's thought aside. Answer the usual questions, gentlemen. Rank, race, region. And then finally, what did you think of the internet over the past couple days with all those weird, like, suddenly popular pictures about dresses and llamas and crap? It's your cue. We can start with you.
So I'm a bronze parent from NA, and about those pictures, trolls?
You think they were?
I don't know, sounds like it.
It was amazing how far out of control that went.
Yep, it made it around the world a few times.
Just a big rubber ducky?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that's a pretty reasonable opinion. Gurthang, what about you?
All right, Gold Protoss playing on NA. Honestly, I didn't pay much attention to it. I was vastly more concerned with the FCC's ruling the other day.
Good man.
Good for you. I was as well.
Yay, they voted affirmatively for net neutrality. Boo, it was a 3-2 vote. What were the other two people thinking about? I don't know.
Government control of the internet, maybe?
No,
I don't know.
It wouldn't be government control of the internet. It would be...
No, it is.
It would be cable company control of the internet. Now it's government control of the internet.
Yeah.
Or government regulation.
I'm pretty sure they were paid off by Verizon and Comcast.
This is pretty simple reality.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
The government can be bought, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything has changed.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I get why people were happy about it. On the other hand, I'm like, well, cool. It's just be careful. The same people work in companies that work in the government, so in the long run that could be bad. But we'll see. For now, it's fine. So, yeah. Though I agree with you, though. When I saw the pictures running around, I was like, okay, was it just people being really happy over the ruling or something? This is really odd.
Or it has nothing to do with it whatsoever. It is just a matter of odd timing.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. In any case, that aside, let's now move on to map vetoes. Usual process. Send me rock, paper, scissors. We go from there.
I send you rock. Did I win?
You're not playing Zero.
ZRQB, both of you.
No!
This thing also went rock. So ZRQ.
Not my lucky rock.
What would you like to do first? What would you like to veto first, rather?
Let's veto Vani.
Veto Vani.
Okay. Done.
I'll veto Atlanta.
Veto Overgrowth?
Inferno Pools.
Alright.
Expedition Lost.
Okay.
And Dead Wing.
So Expedition Lost, Dead Wing, and then Secret Spring. Okay. All with our map pool established here. Expedition Lost. All right, then that makes us ready to get going. I'm going to wish you guys good luck. Whiskey out of the call, and we will see you again after. As always, if you lose, it's not required, but we still appreciate it. So see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yay, StarCraft.
Throw hype. Mode engage.
Hype! Get hype! I want to watch, I tried to tune into some of the WCS earlier. I was watching, what's it? Oh crap, it was ZVT. What was it? It was, Morrow. Yeah, Hydra, there you go. Thank you from the Peanut Gallery.
Is Chris playing basketball?
He was playing basketball, yes.
I think zrq wants to go.
I think zrq's set for this one, so we're gonna get right into it without talking about anything else. He hopes his internet holds up. I think he's looking to get this done before it drops.
3-pointer!
Shut up, Chris. Ding dong.
All right, then.
From across the court.
So despite zrq saying that he considers himself bronze, I've seen him destroy bronze players, so I consider him silver.
Yeah, no, he's definitely silver at this point. I mean, his macro is... He's got such good macro for... There's no way he's still bronze. I don't think so.
Well, and not if he actually ladders. But I understand the thought, because, yeah, he pretty much doesn't. He's... In that case, he's either that or he's the best bronze player of the bronze players at this point.
Right.
Either way, it's kind of the same thing. In the bottom left part of the map here on Expedition Lost, we have our blue Terran, zrqkyvx.
Yes, and in the top right of the map, his opponent, spawning as the red Protoss player, it is DJ's Gurthang. zrq apologizing immediately for...
This is the most unusual thing. He's apologizing for being bad at a different game. They're not bad.
He is not bad. We've played with this guy before. He needs to stuff his face with a sock.
This is still maybe worse. Well,
See,
that's
now,
probably
that
true,
that
so.
we can get behind. Yeah, I definitely am not in the StarCraft frame of mind anymore. I'm pretty sure if I tried to get on the ladder, it would be a disaster.
I don't know. I mean, just do what I did. Pick a really aggressive one-base build. It's surprising how effective that is. They're just easy to refine, easy to work on. They take half the time of a heroes match. It's great.
I love 4 gates. They're so awesome.
Nah, dude, 3-gate. Get Blink. That's where it's at. Do that or
Blink.
DTs.
Ooh, that works too. Ooh, DT is even better. Yes.
Yeah. So now that we are done spreading our prerequisite Protoss awfulness, which I said the rest of you deal with it. Don't wink. Let's talk about this game. So we've got gas timing here. It looks like a little bit later than usual. So it's not the Reaper typical scout thing that we got going on. This is probably more for factory tech play of some kind. But as we can also see, the Protoss player, nothing unusual here. This is exactly as normal. Got 2 pylons in the base. Cybernetics core on the way. Gateway. If he doesn't grab another cybernetics core soon, another simulator soon though, this is going to be turning a little odd. Nope. Okay. He could still be going anywhere from here. We just have to wait and see if he goes for a Nexus or some kind of tech in the meantime.
zrq better watch out. That double cyber core is absolutely lethal. So scary.
10-gate, 3-gate. Dirt, zrq, Fade, Protoss. Everybody else hanging out in the chat. Good to see you guys.
So we got Gurthang.
So this is actually pretty interesting what he's doing back here. This is definitely to hide tech of some kind, but it's not probably going to be for a Stargate or a proxy that is sent to Unis Closer. I'm actually looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, Blinker DTs. You would almost always not put a Stargate back here. You could do it. It just, like, the odds are they have just another Marine, and yeah, there's the Twilight Council.
Fair enough. Twilight Council going down. Potential for a lot of fun tech play out of this.
This is a little bit unusual timing-wise, though. As a result of the way he's done this, I think the Oracle comes out a little later. Usually, people will actually put their second pylon as the proxy for this, rather than the first. However, this does disguise it better. if ZRQ gets up here and counts the buildings, unless he knows the timings real well, he doesn't automatically know that there's no anything coming his way, really.
I mean, these guys are a little lower leagues, you know. They've
Well,
had
actually,
experience on the. Oh wait.
no, yeah, the gas timings for Twilight and Stargate, like weirdly enough, identical now. They used to not be back in Wings of Liberty. But, so yeah, I think I'm correct on that. This might just be an alternate version where you get slightly more economy first, though. There's a billion versions of every build that's right.
Or it's just a dark shrine, and we're gonna skip Blink completely.
That's fine too. Anyway, so these two Marines have chosen to coexist with this probe in a completely happy state. Okay, I was going to wonder how long that was going to last. I was like, their AI should be forcing them to attack the probe. I don't know why it isn't.
Surprise!
Like,
Ceasefire!
put them on hold. They like put them on stop or something. Widow Mine coming out here, yeah. Factory Tech, Stargate. I mean Starport coming up.
They stabbed that poor probe in the back.
So some of this comes down to whether or not zrq has enough saved up for a scan, or whether or not he just has it built into his build to get a missile turret at the front. At this rate, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but he does have a full wall off, so at the very least, any DT that comes down here is going to have to break its way in. And it's got a long way to walk because the pylon is really out of the way. Holy crap, zrq's going to scout this, isn't he? Come on, go up, buddy.
I thought he was shift-clicked up there, but he's so close.
I actually don't know why he's hiding these two things here, if he's not specifically checking anything.
Nope, he's heading home.
Oh no!
He's so close, it's so far.
He saw the probe over there, so he suspects something, but he's not willing to look up into that corner of the map. The thing is, I think he did get DT'd in the past, so he might actually be more ready for this. But no, he still doesn't know, and that's a tricky thing. If he were to come up here right now, he would see this Nexus, and given the timing that it's at, it's normal and everything, but there should be some kind of tech. So this has got to be driving him a little crazy.
Ooh, SCV rallied up here. He's not gonna find this in time. Oh, DTs are already on the way.
I think it was Day 9 that said this a while ago. The amount of hope you place in your build working is directly proportional to the number of DTs you warp in. 1 DT, you're like, okay, cool, I can move on. 2 DTs, I would really like this to work. 3 DTs, I really want this to work. 4 or 5, 4, like any more than that, you're like, I need this to work. Oh dear. He just saw the rocks explode, and one of his Marines died. Oh no, I don't think he realizes it. He has enough for a scan, he just needs to run the probes away before too many of them die. And he's not doing that.
Ooh. Oh. Slaughter. Continued slaughter. More Marines running in.
Oh, he doesn't have enough Marines. No. Nowhere near enough. He needed to pull them out of the... Oh, the rest just left. Now they're going to go down here. There's a Widow Mine there, so you can actually scan again and kill those 2 off immediately. There you go. Good.
Ooh.
But there's still 1 more left, and he's done so much damage.
So much damage. So he's got 11 kills so far, just this 1 DT. Trying to stay out of scan range. He's just going to get out of there. Marines didn't kill him quite yet. zrq's working on saving up some more energy for a scan. Oh, so many SCVs. 27 so far have died.
Worker supply actually now 15 to 33, so...
zrq's attacking his own command center.
Oh, he'll figure that out, though. He'll be fine. See, at this point, what he just... Honestly, if he's not going to give up, I would actually say zrq should just stick to his plan. Get a medevac out, get a couple Widow Mines, and then get over to his base and try and kill something fast. Because it's like, if he can kill enough workers, he essentially resets this. But it's gonna be hard.
Right, it's gonna be rough, especially, you lose 27 workers from your from your main and your natural. You're crippled for a little while. The Terran has mules, but using up all of that energy in a scan, it's gonna take a lot longer to catch up. Gurthang's already got his natural established. He's getting gas down now. And there's always that looming DT danger back there.
Oh, back up at Gurthang's base, it looks like he's just following this up with pure economy. He's got to get some more production buildings out, though. We're going to begin to notice his money will rise pretty substantially here pretty soon. He's pulling in from 2 bases, but he's essentially only producing off of 1. But, or will be. He over-transferred workers. That's very odd.
Yeah, he moved everything from this base, actually, except the gas ones.
Oh, that's got to be a misclick. Doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah, not too much gain from that. I mean, there were 20 on that base, but...
It means his
Zero
economy
Q-
advantage is actually... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, zrqky is now building a wall at the back. He does not want that to happen again.
Yeah, this is interesting. Kind of needs bunkers here if he really wants to secure the... I mean, he has to. This does make sense, but... There hasn't been any damage sustained by his opponent just yet. It looks like he's basically saying, I'm just going to try and shell up as hard as I can and continue with my plan, which that's valid reasoning too.
Yep.
So I would have liked to see some counter-aggression, but there comes aggression.
Yep.
Counter otherwise.
Looking pretty scary here, actually, from Gurthang. This is a huge push. There's a lot of stalkers here. There's a Archon.
Oh, zrq saw it on the edge of his vision. He's getting another Widow Mine out. He's got some Marines up here. He should not force the engagement, though. Wait for him to come up in that ramp.
You don't want to mess with an Archon, not with just Marines with no combat shield.
Here he comes.
Pushing up the ramp, took out the SCV. Widowmine goes off.
Loses the Mothership Core because of the defense turret at the front. And really nicely done. I mean, yes, Gurthang can still push up into there, but it's a little bit more of a risky proposition. He's got the DTs. Looks like he wants to try and attack again. Ah, there's already... Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Either way, there's detection.
Yep, he's got DTs now. Looks like the ones that he makes, he actually just morphs into Archons at this point.
There's Widow Mine down there. He's walking right into it. And it kills the probe. No fun defense. No. Oh, he's got pylons up already. He doesn't need them anymore.
Ooh, Archon's pushing in splash damage on all these units.
Oh, nothing's focusing down the DT, so it got a couple kills in there. And he's pretty much just staying up here, trying to focus him down as best as he can, and starting to lose medevacs. More units coming out. Starting to pull the SCVs finally. Probably needed to do that a little earlier, but I think he's fine. I mean, any next wave of reinforcements is going to walk over that Widow Mine. He should be more or less okay. Yeah, he's going to try and drag him into the back. He probably should try and drag him a little further. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Picks that off. Oh, he's going to lose the detection. Now he's going to need to start scanning again. Scan goes down immediately, but he doesn't have enough here to kill the DTs anymore.
Yep, a lot of DTs. zrq's bleeding out here. Archon morphing in his face. Marines can't come out fast enough. DT's just going to move right up here, slice them all. Or he's going to pick away the rocks, and then he's going to slice them all. Widow Mine's going to go off. Scan's going to run out before that does.
Another one goes down. He doesn't have any detection. He's just sitting on top of these Widow Mines. Of course, the fact that he can do this is a testimony to how beefy Protoss units are.
Super beefy here. Yep, picking off Marines as they pop out of the barracks.
And this is pretty much the Death Send series on top of the production. You can kill everything as it comes out before it even really gets a shot off. And this is brutal.
The writing on the wall here for our Terran buddy. zrq GG's. Gurthang takes game 1 here from 0-2 in the best of 3.
Yep. zrq probably having the same problem I usually do in this situation, where I'm trying to find the end game button, and I hit the wrong thing, and then I open the option menus, and oh no, I think he's just admiring the damage. But that's fair too. Oh boy. Hey, DTs are strong, man.
DTs.
It's good stuff.
zrq dropping the first map. See if he can come back in the next game. Gurthang's going to take a minute. Small little intermission here.
Okay, well, while we're doing that, I mean, so other things that were in that list of just heroes that are in that embedded files, there's some pretty interesting names, actually. Mm-hmm. Probably the most interesting to me is the Overmind.
Yeah, the only thing I could think is that would be a StarCraft themed map.
Yeah, maybe, but or you could have a hero that's basically like a souped-up version of what Abathur is, except that like he can't move his body at all. He's totally planted in the base, and instead of buffing heroes, he does stuff like throw minions into the lanes.
Maybe. I can see how that would be possible, but I just think that with the size of the Overmind, I mean, from the Terran not the Terran campaign, but the Wings campaign, just seeing the Overmind and stuff, how big that is on the whole map, and being Zeratul and popping around at and stuff. I don't think that would fit in Heroes. I mean, Asmodan is already kind of weird.
Yeah, honestly, all of the they've already established the precedent. Scale is not important at all. I mean, look at Diablo. Look at Asmodan. They're both supposed to be like the size of what, half the map?
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, that was in there. A lot of the ones that have come out since then, like this was posted a really long time ago, like before I guess Tehran was in the game.
Dirt saying, "Don't kill my dream." He wants to see the Overmind.
I would love to see Zervan. I think that was something they've mentioned as a possibility in the patch. Just massive heroes, something like the size of an Ultralisk.
Oh, that'd be awesome. What about Narud?
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting.
That would be scary.
Or put in his original form, Duran.
Duran, yeah.
As the, you could make him like a changeling, because that's technically what he is, I think.
So yeah, I could see that. I suppose
He could turn into. You could even have like as an ultimate, he just shape changes and has different abilities. Like it's not a true ultimate; it just gives him a different kit. They haven't done anything like that yet.
no, that would be interesting. Shape changing. I mean, we've already got kind of the mechanics. You know, you got Tychus, he turns into a Thor, and it wouldn't be too far fetched, I suppose.
No, man, I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do.
I'm so excited.
Especially
so
for like the
hooked on this
Butcher.
game. Oh, the Butcher.
I just want to have games with 2 hooks.
Fresh
It'll be kind of
meat.
funny.
I always crap my pants in the first Diablo when he said that. Oh man, you have no idea. I was like 9 years old playing this game. Hey, this is pretty cool. I'm beating up this RPG.
Dark.
Yep.
So
And
dark.
You get down to the first level and you're like, dude, I'm not doing so bad. Then you open the door and you're like, I can't move because he's attacking me so much. Oh.
All right. On the bottom left part of the map, we have. It's funny, it's the blue Terran. It is zrqkyvx.
And at the top left, his opponent. Spawning as a red Protoss again. It is DJ's Gurthang. Up 1 game in the series.
Yeah. Something traumatic must have happened if you're not in the Day 9 clan anymore.
He's still in a Day 9 clan, technically.
He's in DJ.
Even
Oh,
with
yeah.
the ladder.
That actually is a good question, because he was in the ladder clan before. Maybe they're just not active anymore. This is entirely possible.
That would make sense. A lot of the Day Knights are more active in the chat than they are in-game these days. Excuse me. That was...
Well, I mean, I think some of it, too, is just for a lot of people, there just isn't as much interesting going on in this game. I love watching GSL because the Koreans are insane.
Mhm.
Like, they don't just stick to the established meta. They just, like, they're constantly, like, flipping the table and doing weird crap. And when I say that, I mean, like, certain ones of them. Definitely not all of the Koreans.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's, you know...
And WCS has gotten a bit more interesting from the big name foreigners are back, because a lot of them did the same thing, so I'm pretty happy with the way where competitive is right now.
I've been super upset with competitive play lately, actually, with Zergs and...
Other than the Swarm Host thing.
Oh, God, Swarm Host play has been pissing me off so bad.
Every time Firecake plays, you're like, oh, God.
Oh, man, I wanted to strangle that dude. I was watching him play against Puck, Firecake and Puck, right? And just being a Protoss, you know, normally I'm aligned with Puck, but I'm very impressed by a lot of Zerg's play. But then Firecake comes up and he just rushes the Swarm Host because he knows it sucks, and he knows it's going to take forever, and he knows he's going to fatigue his opponent. Yes.
Like, it's a good strategy right now, and I don't blame him for that. It's just, like, Blizzard hasn't dealt with it yet, and they're reaping the rewards of that. So we have a slightly late assimilator here with Gurthang. Just have the... Usually you'll get this a little bit before... actually, before the pylon comes down, the second pylon, he has it there. Good, okay. But usually you'll get it a little bit before then, just because if you don't, you end up with not quite enough gas for a Stalker and Warpgate.
ZRQ going 3 racks.
I like this. I like this a lot. ZRQ's needed to do this for a while.
He's going for the kill move. He's getting double gas, man.
If he kills him with this, nobody will trust him ever again. And Gurthang, check it out. He's going for the fast expansion off of 1 gate. He's perimeter boosting warp gate and getting a nexus?
I don't know.
I guess you can do this. I mean, it's clearly being done.
This is still potentially very
But-
bad for him. It's like rock, paper, scissors right now.
She'll
Zero
notice
Q.
that, yeah, he doesn't have that second assimilator. He can't produce very many stalkers. He's not going to have a lot to deal with this.
Yep, zrq knows what's going on too. He's got a scout off in the base, really nice. He's gonna go down. He's gonna spot this Nexus building. He knows he's got this in the bag.
Did he spot the nexus?
Yeah, he just did.
Okay.
So yep.
The question will be, of course, is how familiar is ZRQ with this? Like, does he understand the timing for when the attack occurs? Because if he does it too late, it's not going to matter.
Right. He's getting a tech lab too, though. He's gonna get stim.
So maybe he just might be trying to line it up with Stim.
Oh, this is. Oh, this is gonna be painful for Gurthang if he doesn't either catch it in time or have enough stuff. That's if zrq can push across the map and make something happen fast enough. Gurthang could just sit back on his haunches and wait this out. Yep, Probe decides that he's not going into the base because of the wall. Magical wall sense there.
Yep. That's so frustrating. Because like, in theory, it means that if you just work with somebody, have them wall off on certain maps, you could actually be able to scout the person's location based on the behavior of the probe without ever getting it to the base. And that strikes me as a little, like, cheeky. Like, I don't know why they haven't patched that out of the game. It's got to be something that they just, like, it's too embedded to make it worth getting rid of.
Something like that. Oh, here comes zrq's hit squad moving out across the map.
This is nicely set up here.
Yeah, it's so scary, especially with that Marauder in the back. And as a Protoss early game, you really love those Stalkers. You want the mobility, but the armor bonus damage.
He does have the mothership core, and it will have a photon overcharge by the time this gets there. It's one of the benefits of playing on Deadwing. This map is so huge. If you try a tactic like this, the defending player gets a little bit more time to set up his stuff. Now, I don't like putting buildings out here. And zrq is about to demonstrate why I don't like this very much.
Yep. He's going to get up here. Stim is going to not finish quite yet. It will during this attack, though. It's going to cause a lot of trouble for Gurthang. Oh, why is he A moving?
He should back out of there. Staying under that thing will get all of his units killed. And yeah, he's reacting properly. So far, he's killed a Stalker in trade for a few units. Nothing big yet, but at the same time, there's kind of a clock here. And, you know, like, Gurthang's well aware of this. This happens to you on ladder all the time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. zrq's piling up units, though, outside the range of this, waiting for Photon Overcharge to go away. Stim is up now.
This is really, really scary. If you can focus the units down quickly, this base is finished.
Ooh. If timed right, this could be absolutely brutal. There are a lot of Stalkers here. 2 Marauders with Stim are going to hard counter that.
Gurthang's basically going down the, like, pretty much the classic response to this, which is to try and push up as quickly as you can into getting Colossus. And from here, it comes down to control. If you control... Ooh, losing the Sentry for free. No fun there.
Ouch.
Gonna lose the Mothership Core. The Colossus comes down here, but it's got no cover. He can just turn around and blast it away. In fact, it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
He's going to stim up here, going to chase it down. This Colossus is in huge trouble.
It's actually just not stimming. He's just walking in. And this is fine, too. It's going to get 2 more Stalkers. And the thing is, as long as he keeps his production up, more units are going to walk in. They're going to start damaging the natural. And you can even see up here, he's trying to decide what to attack, being a little bit indecisive about it. Probes are getting pulled. This is an awful place for the probes to fight. He's just going to lose almost all of them. But the important point is that it keeps the army distracted, and he is going to actually be able to push him out of his base. But the thing is, it's not over yet.
Nope, not over yet. Reinforcements streaming across the map here from zrq. You can see the line of blue. It's 1 Colossus. Oh, still alive. Extended thermal lances out now. Get a little bit of range.
This is dangerous, though. Like, but he's got no health on that thing. If that goes down, the defensive potential of the Protoss army essentially evaporates. If he leaves it there, though.
Oof.
This is his Hero Colossus now.
Yep, Hero Colossus. Stopping the push. So Gurthang's holding out pretty well here. More Stalkers coming down. This Colossus moving up. Got a little bit of shields. Can survive some of this damage.
Oh, man. The fact that he hasn't focused this down, it's pretty much losing zrq the game. It's so unfortunate. He should totally have had this already.
Yep.
Now, and pretty much at this point, your options are pretty simple. You ball up your units, try and go for another attack later, hoping that Gurthang tries to go into economy, or you swing into economy hard. And it looks like zrq is choosing the latter option.
Yep. He's got a command center on the way with a factory. Probably good to get some Widow Mines out here. Another Colossus on the way. He's going to have a huge army by the time zrq can come back from this, economy-wise.
If you don't get pressured for a little while, I think it's totally reasonable to just build up the 3 Colossus and attack.
Yep.
You know that he sacrificed quite a bit to get that rolling. He won't have Vikings. So it's...
Yep, a second command center now coming out.
This is hardcore. I got to double expand to get that econ advantage now.
Yep. More barracks coming down. This is... he's trying to push hard. He wants this defense. He wants to end the game. He should have had the game ended a couple minutes ago. Zealots moving up, though. They're going to spot this army hanging out in front here. Yep. Zealots taken out. He knows what's going on.
Goes 3/4 of a Nexus. Just walked into the army and evaporated.
Evaporated nearly immediately.
That always hurts me a little bit inside. If you guys haven't pieced that together just yet, as a protest player, whenever I see Zealots run in for a run by but they don't do anything, I'm like, oh, he could have expanded.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's like, no, he could have used those minerals. You know, on the plus side, he's not supply blocked anymore.
No.
They are 2 food apiece, so.
Yep. You know what would actually be interesting to have? I wonder. Total side note. We're totally getting off track, but whatever. That Protoss unit they're thinking of adding. I wonder how much supply it's actually going to cost. If it's going to be a low tech gateway unit.
Protoss already takes up so much supply. I mean, if you just look at Colossus combined with Archons and stuff like that. You almost can't build enough pylons to keep up late game.
It's going to be interesting. Like I like the ideas they were throwing around. I can't wait to hear more about it. Mm-hmm. And they seem to be trying to hype up the beta a little bit. Like that post I put up earlier aside, that is kind of half a joke. But yeah, they've been talking about it more and reminding everybody, hey, this is a thing we're doing. It's happening soon.
Yep, they're pushing for it.
I am super excited to see that, and I will admit that if I get into it early, I probably won't play HOTS for a while.
No, I don't blame you. It's time to get used to the new way of doing things.
I will accept my new rank as bronze, because that's what happens to me in every StarCraft beta.
Yep.
I go down to bronze, and I deserve to be there, because holy crap, the people that play in those things are good. But
they really are. They really are.
But, you know, I kind of don't expect that. Didn't happen last time. Probably won't happen this time. But still, would be nice.
The both players here pushing out with their scouts. Gurthang's got an observer moving across. zrq scanned earlier, saw the army. He's moving up here. +3 is on the way for Gurthang, though. This is going to be pretty crazy. zrq's only got +1 weapons at this point. There's no armor to circumvent that. So, yep, observer poised here, watching the movement of the Terran army. Looks like zrq wants to get a 4th. Or not a 4th base, excuse me. A 3rd base. I can't count, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long week.
You usually expect him to have expanded by now. So it's like when we saw the double expand, your brain was thinking, oh, that was probably his 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
It's just what you normally expect to see. So Gurthang, though, like I said, a lot of Protoss players would just push out with those 3 Colossus. You don't have to. And he's demonstrating that right now. He's just like, I'm going to get a 3rd. Yep.
Now,
I'm going to get all the tech I've ever wanted, and you're going to deal with it.
The thing that would really put the nice cherry on top of this army is sentries. He could just force field the Terran army in half. He's got range on his Colossus already. He's got +3. That would just slaughter everything.
There's a tiny ball of units right to the left of the Protoss army. Nope, that's not a ball of units, it's a factory. And in case there's a factory over there, you could kill it. But
he sees it with his Zonarka tower?
He scanned it. He saw him leaving. This is so risky, though. He's got no medevacs. He can't leave. He's going to have to kill a lot more than just this assimilator.
Gurthang's turning around. This is... Oh, man, zrq. You better get a lot of work done here.
Oh, he's going to cancel 30. He should leave. Stim and run.
He's going to be stuck in the choke.
zrq, get out of there. Oh, God. Okay, this is going to be hard to watch.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just going to... I mean, canceling that is nice, though. But, unfortunately, he's inviting the Protoss to dinner now.
Yep, now he is. Zealots are just going to charge down this army. He's better off, almost better off, turning around and fighting this.
Yeah, he's refusing to stim in order to run away. I've noticed he seems to be very, very conservative with his stims, and to the extent that I think it hurts him a little sometimes.
Yeah, this is not good. Zealots are
However,
picking
the
away.
Zealots are completely separated from the rest of the army and have been obliterated now. So the damage has essentially been equalized. Oh, Gurthang is sitting on top of the rally wave. Rally line? Supply line. Let's just say supply line. He's sitting on top of the supply line. Zealots are dead now. Medevac's getting picked off. There's only one at the back of this army. It's not going to be a lot to really help out. Just negate the damage from the stims. The time warp goes down. Yeah, Gurthang's got this totally in the bag.
Yep, he's got this in the bag. He's shredding the Terran army. Terran army's split in half from its reinforcements. Oh, now he can just pick away at this base.
And then the
Heals
brutal
just
reality
came
of
down.
range and the size of this base comes into play.
Stalkers blink forward, picking off these medevacs. And it's pretty much a nail in the coffin here for ZRQ in this best of 3, unfortunately. Just kind of buying time now, trying to evacuate this command center, but
Oh man,
not
that
looking
I think. Here's the thing: ZRQ's move there wasn't bad. He just should have done it with less units.
good. And stim to escape.
Like
Oh,
one medevac, you see him leave, fly it up into this little space between the main and the natural, pick off an important target like this. So I don't know, this thing that allows him to make Colossus, and you're good to go, and you can leave.
Yeah.
And then you force him to stay home because, you know, he didn't take a chunk out of your army and get invited over to dinner, where he eats your face. I mean, that didn't go so well. Aww.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up, ZRQ.
Well played, though. Well played, these guys. Very good games. Gurthang's gonna move in and shred the production. This is
It's okay.
he's consoling him. They played well. They both did.
Gurthang's actually just a nice dude like that.
Oh yeah.
He's a very mellow personality.
Right. Victory goes to Gurthang. Best of 3 taken. Well done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So we can get these guys back into Skype now. There's one.
There's two.
There's two.
Speaking of two, can we take care of the echo?
Where's my jacks?
You could
There we
just
go.
hit the. Wait, you are like unplugging your mic. You can just kind of like hit the mute button at the bottom of Skype.
That's probably faster.
It's probably easier,
You won't have to
Sorry.
unplug it every time.
safer too, so you won't like fry the thing on accident.
What's that?
What?
No, I just don't play with headphones.
Oh, okay. That's totally fair. I probably use mine too much. It's probably why I keep having weird sinus problems. But in any case, that's a different story entirely. First of all, of course, as always, thank you both for playing. It was a fun series to watch. And let's talk about Game 1. Game 1 was played on Expedition Lost. And it looked like, Gurthang, there you decided to go for the DTs. Talk about Game 1.
I've used that a lot on that map, on ladder, because of those backdoor rocks. Since you can only fit 4 units up against it, the most efficient use of that space is to put DTs there if you don't have ranged units.
Interesting.
They can knock it down pretty quickly. So the only problem with that is that it is 4 DTs. You're committing to 4 DTs. Because you want to get the rocks down fast enough that you can get up in the base and actually do something, and then you split the DTs into the 2 bases.
Yeah, you are essentially saying,
But it is,
if this doesn't work, I accept being really far behind.
yeah. But if it doesn't work at all, then you're out 4 DTs and a ton of resources and
So much gas.
2 proxied structures that they might find and destroy.
Yeah, it's rough for sure.
Yeah, I was surprised that ZRQ that you didn't like run out and try and kill the Dark Shrine as soon as you spotted it with that SCV?
It seemed rather far away to actually get out all the way over there.
Actually, you almost scouted it with 2 Marines a lot earlier than that. I think you found the probe.
Yeah.
I was.
And then I thought
We
there
were
was a
like,
proxy somewhere.
we were like sitting there going, "Oh God, is he just gonna go north and find it?" Oh man! And they were like, "No, he's going home."
We were nail biting. It's like, oh, he's so close. All he's gotta do is turn north. He can see the whole thing.
But still, though, I have to say, pretty on your part, ZRQ, it did seem like you had some kind of sense that something was going to come from that direction. You put 3 Marines over there right when the rocks went down. That I imagine felt a little weird when they just walked through the rocks in your mind, essentially.
Yeah, I think I was expecting something back there because then I remembered last second. Yeah, there's a back door here. I remember this because I've used it. Usually I have a supply depot overlooking that, but not this time. I don't know why.
No.
Then I made the potential mistake of attacking his Marines on the way up. I killed one of them, and then I was like, oh crap! I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm revealed. I've given up. I've given up the game.
To be honest, the instant of those 3 Marines walk up there and then suddenly the rocks explode, technically that's also a giveaway because they're like, there's nothing here.
True.
What the hell? But it's much less. It's not the same as like you kill the dude and the adjutant's like, stuff's dying. Should probably care about that.
Yeah.
And the Marines look over and they go, "No, Billy," and half of him's laying there. And it's kind of a tell-all.
Like, I didn't like him anyway.
They probably didn't.
Cheated at poker.
He was a jerk.
They're Marines. They probably all cheat at poker.
Oh well, yeah. Strictly speaking, their resocialized personalities have much friendlier problems, I'm sure. But that aside, pretty straightforward game from there. DTs get in, they do a lot of damage, and
although I didn't see the Widow Mine drop in my main base until quite a while after it had started doing lots of damage.
I think we missed it entirely too because we looked back in your base and thought you moved all of your probes to your natural just as a transfer from accident.
I did,
and we were
did move a lot of my probes, but only after like half of them had been shot.
Yeah, that sounds like how I play that matchup too.
Don't even remind me of those Widow Mines. It didn't. It was okay. I usually don't go aggressive. It's probably well known that it's all macro games, so I actually tried to go aggressive this time. No, it did not work.
Here's the thing. We'll talk about game 2 in a second because that was almost perfect what you did there. Like
I dropped 1 mine and then the DTs hit. Yep. And then I hit F2 and everything came back and everything went there again.
Oh no.
Oh. And then eventually nothing dropped and I don't even know where the dropship went.
Oh.
I think it should have got shot down.
The Widow Mine was late.
Okay.
Or did you get the Widow Mine into my base and then it ran away or something? Because, of course, I wasn't paying attention. I was busy trying to keep my DTs out of your scans.
Yeah, because there was supposed to be 2 Widow Mines and 4 Marines. Oh. It ended up being 1 Widow Mine and a dropship, rotate or patrolling back and forth between the F2 and return to base and, trying to drop. Ugh.
Interesting. Because if it had been 2 Widow Mines, I probably would have lost enough workers that I don't think I would have been able to get the extra DTs up to put those 2 Archons together and push up the ramp.
Yeah,
it would have extended the game.
But I gotta say, that was excellent then. That means you were in a better position than I had realized at the time, ZRQ. But putting that aside, so that was your plan, was to go for a Widow Mine drop that game.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. Don't let that dissuade you from trying it again. Aggressive builds all take time. You got to work on them. Once you get them, they're very, very powerful, though. And believe me, they will help you in series like this. Because people will not be able to cut corners against you if you might just kill them out of nowhere at the beginning.
Because we don't want to ruin esports with a 50-minute macro planetary game, right? Again?
You didn't ruin yours. You didn't ruin esports. Nobody can do that as part of the standard meta, so I don't care.
It's show matches. It's supposed to be fun.
Swarm hosts are a bigger problem because they can happen every game.
Yeah.
So
but they're changing those.
Yes, they are. That makes me excited. That makes me happy.
We'll get on the balance test map and play.
Yeah, it would actually be fun to try that.
You mean flying swarm hosts where tanks can't hit?
Yeah, it would be completely different. Hey, they could still be overpowered as hell, but maybe they'll end the game faster, and I'm going to go away with that.
Actually, the way they solve this is kind of weird because they don't want the stalemate with tanks and swarm host, and then swarm host creates a problem with Protoss stalemate as well. Oh, slow games with Protoss as well.
Yep.
But instead
Mhm.
of nerfing the swarm host or anything with the swarm host, they deal with Terran tanks or they buff the
Sure.
swarm host.
Well, it's not really a buff. It's more like a role change, because since they only attack every 60 seconds now, so you could never use them for what you did.
Yeah, you can't keep an army away from you with them anymore. That's really what changes it. It's not so much, oh yeah, the locusts can fly into like locations they couldn't get into before as easily,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you get one wave of locusts to do that. Because the second wave is going to take so long to get there
Yeah.
that if your opponent is even
It's-
mildly competent, they'll respond to it and kill your swarm host.
It's fascinating to me
Defenseless.
because it means that the unit is going to appeal to a completely different type of person now. Before, it appealed to the defensive macro player. Now it's going to appeal to these insane, like, essentially DT-ish like players that like to just stab people in the back. Because that's going to be the greatest use of it, is like you get a map with an exposed mineral line, and then they can just park halfway across the map and be like, you don't have probes.
Or
Deal
even,
with it.
I can imagine even like a map like Vonnie Research Station where there's that the back natural that you can't really get into,
Yeah.
but you could just plant them in the cliff outside of that, and it's slightly too far to blink stalkers across that gap, I discovered, but you could definitely put the locusts across it.
Yeah. There's
That
plenty
would
of
be
interesting
really annoying.
There's plenty of interesting ideas there. But
For
mostly
everyone- Yep.
Mostly I'm just excited that it won't take 3 hours.
For everyone who thought Banshees were bad, this can be worse.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Well, the Banshees are going to get
A
better.
late
like,
game
what-
Banshees is gonna be awesome. I don't know. I get all excited about this stuff. I'm not thinking about balance and what's gonna be difficult to deal with. I'm just like, no, I want to use all the things. It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be new and fun.
It's like StarCraft players in a candy store.
Exactly.
And then, 3 months into Legacy of the Void, they'll realize that some of it's like totally broken and have to change it
Yeah.
back or change it to something new. Don't want to whine about it.
I'm
but,
a little sad about the Herc already, but oh well.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
It had some potential. It did.
Anyway, we should probably talk about game 2.
Yeah, game 2.
Waste too much more time. This was Dead Wing on this particular map. It looked like this time we had zrq taking the initiative with the 3 barracks attack. That
They weren't proxy.
very nearly. No, they were not. They very
Okay.
nearly ended the game.
Yes, they did.
That was amazingly. That was actually well done. If that Colossus had gone down, I probably would have ended the game.
It would have ended the game. That was the only thing keeping me from not losing
But,
right there.
but yeah,
I had
let's-
nothing else.
Let's zrq talk about this build. This is something you've used before, because it looked like your execution of it was really, up until that point, was almost perfect.
Well, actually, the thing is, I haven't actually used this build because I'm usually with the macro builds and not with the aggressive
Sure.
builds. So I have no idea how to execute. Like, okay, I can pump things out of barracks, but after that, where do you go from there? I know the base was up because the SCV scouted it, but so basically means I don't have a command center because I didn't go macro. So it meant I had to attack, but at the same time, I didn't know exactly what to attack. Attack everything that was attacking me. Attack the SCVs, the Nexus.
Pretty much hitting the workers and then hitting the army and then going for the production is exactly the right call. Because, what is he going to do about it? I mean, the most he can do is try to build DTs.
I think it was thermal lance that was going up, and I tried to get that, and that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, a little bit of target indecision there. No, just go for the Colossus next time is what I would say. Just keep chasing it, even if you lose half your stuff. He's got nothing else, so...
Yeah, because the Colossus surviving is what tipped that whole thing. If that Colossus had been gone...
Well, the Colossus surviving and me getting Thermal Lance done. If I hadn't gotten Thermal Lance done, I wouldn't have been able to push that last Marauder out of my base or whatever was left. It would have been too dangerous.
But...
And that's where the indecision came in. It's like, do you attack the upgrading Robobit, or... Yeah,
attack the unit that's still killing me.
Well, it did back up because it wasn't attacking anymore. But to chase it, but it's so narrow in there you can't chase.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything after that
accidental
fell.
base planning.
Okay.
Yeah, that got really hairy there for a little bit. I was really scared.
I was actually amazed to see you hold that off because I've died to that a lot. Like, it's one of those things where usually I end up bringing the Colossus way too close. So I was like, mentally, I was actually taking notes. I'm like, oh, I should attack from that
Yeah,
angle. So
because I saw,
escape.
yeah, I saw
But,
ZRQ going 3 Rex, and I was like, oh no, Gurthang's expanding. I think this is in the bag.
no, it's
But
Not only is he expanding, but he's not putting down